Welcome back. This Tuesday, Jackson County voters will decide on a half-cent sales tax that would raise millions of dollars for medical research over 20 years. Pete Levy, who's helped create this proposition, is here with us, and so is Sean Borich with Citizens for Responsible Action. So what would this money specifically be used for? We talk about translational research. What really is that, Pete?
Translational research is the process from taking the discovery of possible cures and turning those into drugs or devices for people to use to cure diseases, to cure other maladies that might have. It's a very important part of medical research that this community has an opportunity to take part in right now.
Okay, now Sean, you have come out against this proposition. Cities, if they stay not moving, if they stay stagnant, they start to fall behind, and counties too. Why do you think that is not an important enough reason to do this?
I think it's important for Jackson County to move forward. Unfortunately, this tax would be a huge step backwards. What the National Center for the Advancement of Translational Sciences tells us is that it takes over $2 billion to find a single treatment. So throwing away $800 million in 20 years and taxing food, medicine, school supplies for the poorest county in the region is not a way to move forward, but a way to take us quite a few steps backwards.
And you bring up a point. A lot of the groups that have come out against this, Pete, have said we just can't afford more than that. And, you know, is this technically a county's job? It's not a roads or sewers project. What do you say to that?
This is an economic development opportunity as well as a medical research opportunity for this community. A portion of this tax, the revenues from this tax, are reserved for training and education for residents of Jackson County to take jobs in the life sciences industry. The life sciences industry is the fastest growing job sector in this community as well as the United States. So it's an opportunity for really a brighter future, a brighter medical future, a brighter economic future for Jackson County.
And it does pose to create a lot of jobs and a lot of economic stimulus. Still not worth it, you say?
Well, what the supporters' economic impact study is based off of is the Kansas City Metropolitan Statistical Area, which is a 15-county region including Johnson County, Kansas, and Wyandotte County, Kansas. So the question is why is the poorest county in the region funding an economic development initiative for 15 counties around us? It doesn't make any sense for me. You know, if we want to do an economic development regionally, then we should fund it regionally as well.
All right, final thoughts, gentlemen?
We have three wonderful institutions that have a strong, long history in Kansas City: Children's Mercy Hospital, St. Luke's, UMKC. They're all providing cutting-edge medical care for residents of Jackson County. This is an opportunity to take what they do today, to expand it, to provide cures, to provide jobs for residents of Jackson County. It's an unusual and important opportunity for citizens of Jackson County to vote yes to give us a brighter future.
Sean?
If there was a chance that we would find a single treatment, I would be speaking in favor of this tax this morning. But the National Center for the Advancement of Translational Sciences tells us that there's an over 95% failure rate with this type of research, and it takes over $2 billion. So funding 40% of a bridge makes no sense to me. Falling $1.2 billion short of finding a cure makes no sense to me.
The opponents to this proposition that Sean represents have advanced the notion of a statewide sales tax that could go up to 1 cent, twice the amount that's being proposed for Jackson County. If that kind of a vote were to occur, that means it's very unlikely anything would happen in Jackson County. It would be spread over the rest of the state. We're not trying to cure all cures. We're trying to do something that's important for the residents of Jackson County, and that's why this is an important tax.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. There you have it, both sides of a very heated ballot coming up in 2 days in Jackson County. So voters, if you want to see this and hear from these gentlemen again, we have a link to this at kshb.com. We'll be right back.